Hello guys and welcome back to the big data tutorial on data fanatics. Till now we have seen how to handle unstructured data. It was only in form of paragraphs. Now from today let's start working on tabular or structured data. So before we look at our first task, let's check out the dataset we will be using. Okay, so this is the dataset we will be using, video game sales and ratings. It has got 15 columns, but we will be using only few of them. First of all is the name of the game, then the platform. So a game may be available on multiple platforms. For example, let's select FIFA 14 from here. Then we can see that FIFA 14 is present on multiple platforms. Then we got the year of release, genre, publisher, then the sales. And finally, at the end, we have got the global sales. That is the sum of all of these sales. So this is the dataset we will be using. And let's check out the task now. Okay, so our task for today is to find the best global sale for each game. Let's see what that means. For example, for FIFA 14, the best sale is 6.48. And let's check out for another game, Madden NFL 7. For this one, the best sale is 4.49. So that's what we need to find. Okay, so this is what the dataset will look like once you download it. It's actually a comma separated file. So in reality, it looks like this. The columns, they are comma separated, but it's way more easy to see it in the Excel. So we are going to use this view. So here we can see that we have got the name and the global sales right here. In the previous lectures, we discussed that we can access any element of a list using index value. Okay, so that's what we are going to do. First, we are going to split these rows by the comma, since these are comma separated files, and then store each row into a temporary variable and then use indexes to access those values. So let's start coding. I have already imported the library and the class. So let's start with the mapper. Okay, so first of all, I will define a temporary variable. Let's say details. And now I will store all the information of each row in a list. So for that, we need to split lines.split by a comma. So that means one by one, each row is read and then it's stored into this temporary variable. And we want to yield the name of the game and the global sale. So let's check out the index values for that. So we know that the index values, they start from 0 and not from 1. So for the name, the index value is going to be 0. So the key is details 0. And now we want to select the global sale. So the global sale is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ninth column, ninth index we can say. Actually it's 10th column, but according to Python it's 9th index. So the value is details 9. Okay, so our mapper is complete. For each line, we are splitting it and storing it into a temporary variable. And from that temporary variable, then we are selecting the name and the global sale. Now in reducer, since we want to select the maximum global sale from all of the global sales for each key, so simply we will say yield key comma max of the values. Okay, so our program is complete. Okay, let's save it and run it. Also remember to remove the column names from the dataset, otherwise MRjob will read them too. Okay, let's run it. Here we go. Okay, now we have got the global sales for each game, the best global sales. If you want, then we can select the platform alongside. Let's see how to do that. So instead of selecting a single value over here in mapper, we can actually select a couple of values, actually a pair of values we can say. So instead of just selecting global sales here, I can select the platform too. And for that, I need the index value of platform, and that's 0 and 1. So one is the platform's index value. So here we go. Now over here in reducer, the max, it actually only works on the first element of this pair. So that means that the max will be working on the global sales and not on the platform. So we are safe from that. But we need to mention over here that this is a number, right? Because now we are forming a pair and Python may not be like aware. So that's why we need to mention that it's a number. So for a number, we can say an int or a float. Int is for an integer, but since we have decimals over here, so we need to mention that it is a float. We just need to write float and pass this details in a bracket. So here we go. This is complete. Let's save it and run it. Here we go. We have got the output. Let's compare it with the real data set and check if we are getting the correct solution. Okay, first let's check it for Madden NFL 07. Okay, here we got the platform PS2 and the best sale is 4.49. Let's check with our data set. Okay, here we go. The Madden NFL 07 best is 4.49 and the platform is PS2. Okay, this is correct. Now let's check for another game. Okay, now let's check for, let's say, okay, Lego Marvel Superheroes. Okay, so for this we got the platform X360 and global sales 2.25. Let's check with our results and okay, great. We have also got 2.25 global sales, the best sales, and the platform is X360. Lastly, let's check with Tetris. Okay, the best platform is G. Don't know which platform, which game is that, but okay, the best sales is 30.26. That's pretty huge. But okay, there is another reason why I selected Tetris because over here the another sale is 5.58. If these would have been strings, then the best sale would have been 5.58. Now this is because in strings it does not compare the whole number. It actually just compares the first numbers, the first characters. And over here the 5 is greater than 3, so that means this is greater. So this will tell that if our program is working correct, is actually working correct. So let's check it. Okay, so here we go. Tetris, the best sale is 30.26 and the platform is G. That means our program is working perfectly fine. That's great. So that's all for today, guys. Hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you in the next lecture.